Long ago, when things were much cheaper than they are today, a young boy, around 10 years old, walked into a coffee shop. He quietly found a seat at an empty table and sat down. After a short while, a waitress came over, placed a glass of water in front of him. The boy looked up at her and asked politely, "How much is an ice cream sundae?" The waitress replied in a brisk but polite tone, "50 cents." The boy reached into his pocket and pulled out some coins. He carefully counted them, one by one, while the waitress stood nearby, watching. She was growing impatient as the coffee shop began to fill up with more customers. A line was forming, and people were waiting for tables. After a moment, the boy looked up again and asked, "How much is just plain ice cream?" The waitress, now feeling pressured by the crowd, replied rudely, 35 cents. The boy nodded and started counting his coins again. Then, with a quiet smile, he said, "I'll have the plain ice cream." The waitress quickly brought him a plain dish of ice cream, placed it in front of him, along with the bill, and hurried away to attend to other customers. The boy ate his ice cream slowly, savoring each bite. When he was finished, he walked over to the cashier, paid his bill, and left the coffee shop. When the waitress returned to clean his table, she stopped suddenly. Next to the empty dish, there were 15 cents neatly placed as a tip. It hit her. The boy had only 50 cents in total. He could have chosen the ice cream sundae he really wanted, but he decided to have the plain ice cream so he could leave her a tip. The waitress felt a deep sense of regret and guilt. She had judged him too quickly, assuming he was just a child wasting her time. In her impatience, she had been rude to him and failed to see how thoughtful he truly was. She wished she could apologize and buy him the ice cream sundae he deserved, but the boy never returned. This story teaches us an important lesson about patience and understanding. Often in life, we judge people or situations too quickly without knowing the full story. We make assumptions based on incomplete information, which can lead to misunderstandings, hurt feelings, and poor decisions. In the story, the waitress assumed the boy was being slow or indecisive. Frustrated, she treated him rudely. What she didn't realize was that he was carefully counting his coins to ensure he could leave her a tip. Despite her behavior, the boy chose kindness over resentment. This is a reminder to think before we judge others. Whether it's a teacher assuming a student is lazy without understanding their struggles, or someone reacting hastily in a relationship, quick judgments often lead to unfair treatment and regret. Taking a moment to reflect can make all the difference. When we approach situations with patience and empathy, we build stronger relationships and avoid unnecessary guilt. So, the next time you feel the urge to judge someone or a situation, pause. Think about the bigger picture. You might discover a truth that changes your perspective and leads to a better outcome. Patience and kindness go a long way, and they always leave a lasting impression. Thank you, dear viewers, for taking the time to read this story and reflect on its lesson. It's a reminder for all of us to embrace patience, kindness, and understanding in our daily lives.